All right, for my dessert fans here, does this ring a bell? So this is Two Bites Brownie, and this is something that is kind of, I don't know, it's like one of the first things that you do when you come to Canada. And I came to Canada about 8 years ago, and the first thing you do is get a Tim Hortons French vanilla. At least that's what we do as brown people, because that's very sweet, and we're kind of used to having a sweet chai back in India. And then you try some brownies. Or that's at least was my experience. And so we wanted to make this brownies a cool campaign. This was literally a luxury when I had no money. I was working, 20 hours a week, because there was no jobs, and I had just moved to a new country and didn't know any English. But these brownies were my favorite part of the day. So I would buy this box. I think it was cheap. I don't remember how much it was, like less than $10, and literally eat the whole pack in like 4 days. Imagine eating a kilogram and a half of brownies in 4 days. It was so good. It was so good. And so I just thought of it today, and I was like, okay, let's make something cool with it. So essentially, what we got here is I actually had the option to just do the whole workflow and run it and then show you the results, but I thought it could be cool to just do it live. And so, brand context and creative brief. As you can see, I put the images through compositor node so that we can have references for what the brownie itself looks like and what the packaging looks like. Okay. And then we need creative brief and a brand context, which I just gave it Claude that, hey, I want this to be the coolest marketing campaign of two by brownies. Give me a creative brief and the brand context. And then I gave that, we copied and pasted it in here. Then we ran this agent that creates brand intel. Okay. Now brand intel, it runs on Claude 4.6. Now it will next time run on 4.7. But yeah, so it creates a little bit of a history of the brand, what this brand stands for, analyzing the image and whatnot, and create a brief. And then we got to give it a mood board. So essentially, I kind of want to go with a spacey astronaut vibes, film grain, and all that stuff. So I collected these images. I couldn't find a lot of the ones that I liked. So we got these desserts, brownies, a little sprinkle on the dessert, diamonds, and earth and stuff like that. But what I'm going to write in here, so this is our prompt for our visual DNA. In that prompt, I'm going to write astronaut vibes, heavy film grain, street photography, sharp. What's that? Flash style. I don't even know what like. This is just me trying to explain the mood board. I might even write here mood board, additional mood board concept. So yeah, I'm gonna write that, and then film grain. We got that already. Um, Super appetizing. Okay, now we're simply just going to run the model. And essentially, what it's going to do is it's going to use Gemini 3 Pro and analyze all these images and become a visual DNA, which then we're going to give it to the brain of the workflow, which will analyze the entire creative brief and also write the concepts, 10 concepts that we're going to generate for this workflow. Now, I'm not sure how this is going to turn out. I'm not even sure that it's going to look good, but we're going to find out. And so essentially, yeah, we're just gonna, yeah, this is done. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna simply run this. If we had any concepts in mind, we could write those concepts in here in the creative brief. So this is the creative strategist. So this guy basically goes, okay, well, I've got the product image, which is this. I've got the visual DNA and the whole creative brief, creative concept, the visual DNA. Now, what kind of concepts do I want to create? And that's exactly what it's doing. If you have any concepts in mind that you would rather it create, you can write them down, but I'm just going to run it as is to see kind of what this visual DNA came up as. Um, as you can see, it's got um, like heavy film visible grain, mixed raw color palettes. It's got tons of stuff, which I think it'd be cool. So we're just gonna wait. Oh, it looks like it ran, which is nice. Two bites brownie, and then we're gonna run this. So this next agent is basically prompt engineer. What it does is it writes prompts for the image model that we have, which is Nano Banana 2 right now. I would highly recommend switching to ChatGPT 2 because it's really good before we get, until we get the Nano Banana 4, which is coming soon. It seems like 3 or 4. But essentially, yeah. So it's going to write all the prompts, put them into words based on what kind of photography style. How can we bring these concepts to reality? And it is going to use Claude Opus 4.7 in the next time. Right now, it's using 4.6. But yeah, and then we're going to combine it all give it the visual DNA. So we want these prompts to follow our visual DNA because that is the whole point of giving it a mood board, right? Like, what good is it mood board? Because, like, you see, as it distills down, as we go through the steps, the the concept, like, as if we do not give our visual DNA to multiple stages, it'll just lose its essence and it'll become generic. And that's why it's important to attach visual DNA so that we can make sure that it's actually following the brand guidelines and the visual DNA because we created the mood board. But if we didn't have this little node in here, it would lose its context because it would just be like AI processing AI information without any given instructions in addition to the prompt, and it would just become a little mush. And then that's when you get AI slop is what we call it. But yeah, all we need to do is just wait for this to be done and maybe fix the aspect ratios to maybe like make it I don't know, not weird like that. And yeah, well, we can leave this as 2.2 by 3. And yeah, so let's see what it does. It looks like it should be done soon. Oh, it went from 20 to 5%. That's weird. But yeah, so in the meantime, what we can do is hang out and you can take a look at the workflow. So essentially, how you would create it is that you want to give it the exact things that you would give a real human, and create a brief. Obviously, brand context, what the brand is all about, what do they stand for, so that your creative director knows what to create. And okay, that's done. I'm going to run these, and then we can talk again. Um, All right, so the images are running. Okay, going back to what we were talking about is that you want to give it the mood board, which could be your odd direction, in other words. And then what it will do is it'll look at the image, it'll look at the product, it'll look at all the instructions that you've given it, create a visual DNA, combine it all and call it a brand Bible or whatever. And then, goes through the brain of the workflow, which is creative strategist, prompt engineer, and then quality gate. You want to make sure that you have a quality gate because you want to make sure that it is on brand, whatever it's creating. Now, I have not, those images might be already ready and I have not seen them. So we're going to look at them together and see if this is the coolest brownie campaign. This is actually interesting. I mean, I wish 2Byte had more of, these. Ooh, that looks yummy. You see, this would make me want to buy more packages. But this looks really dope. That's moist, chewy, and decadent. I don't know what that means, but this is pretty good. This is really good. Two brownies, 100-gram total. Okay, that is really cool. Oh, look at this. Look at this image. It's so fucking cool. Excuse my language. Okay, and then we got a little Canada thing going there. Okay, that's Canada Day there. Nano Banana knows that the Canada is coming. Canada is coming. This is really cool. Look at the product consistency. Like, this is the image as generated, and this is the actual image. Like, this is so freaking boring. This almost looks like it's bad. But look at our images. Okay, 2Byte people, if you're watching this, come on, look at that. Look at that. And there's a little solar eclipse going on, a brownie eclipse, if you will call it. And wow, I'm impressed. Like, that is really cool. I mean, this could be false advertising. You're not gonna find any diamonds, but like, this looks like meteors. Like, oh, this is dope. I love it. I love it. Now you can also just remove. What you can do is just remove this part, and now it's just the brownie package. Okay. Now see if we can make it more compelling, or I love this. I love this one so much. This is like a whole brownie world. And then let's run these again and see what it comes up with. Now, what we've changed is instead of giving it both of these images as a reference image, we've given it just this. And so I want to see if this will incorporate the packaging in there as well. And I want to run that one too. And so it should be ready soon. There you go. Okay, so yeah, it did just bring in the packaging, which is again very cool. Um, let's Yeah, this is what. Okay. Also, it created just another one, which is okay. That one's nice too, actually. Um, we can just yeah. So the concepts that it created were for the brownie itself. Which now imagine having. Where do we go? Yeah. Imagine having these images on the website. rather than this. Like this looks gross. Like I don't even want to eat this. But this, however, looks a lot better. I'm not gonna lie. It's not even false advertising. Like look at this. It's like this is your Canada Day campaign, two brownie people, two by brownie. Yeah, but yeah, this is dope. So just to show you the power of notes, and I hope you're having a cool day, and I'll see you in the next one.